Hey, everybody. It's Backyard Sports. We're back here again, and we're talking to Tricia Zarro. She is the mother of Danny Zarro, and he's part of our Sunday Plus program at Purchase College for special needs athletes. And I asked Tricia to join us today because her and her son have been participating in a new program that Backyard Sports just started, and it's a social event, and we're doing it once a month with families that participate in our Plus program. And just wanted to kind of talk to her about it and let everybody know what's been going on. So let me be quiet and say hi to Tricia. How you doing?
Hi there. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for taking time. I know you're a very busy teacher.
I'm always happy to talk about backyard sports.
Oh, well, thank you so much. So, your son, Danny, is 15 now, right?
Yes.
And you guys have been part of the Backyard Sports Cares family for 8 years. That's a long time.
Yeah, for a very long time. We started with the skills section of Backyard Sports. So he was matched up with a buddy, and he was learning all the different skills that he needed to participate in sports, which is really a beautiful fit for him because Danny's a child with autism and epilepsy, and when he was in a gym class at school, it just went a little fast for him. He could participate in it, but just the movements and knowing the rules and all that was really, really fast. So by going to Backyard Sports and learning the skills in isolation and then building it into team play, it was a really beautiful platform for him to learn those skills and be an active participant in his gym class at school. So
wow. I love that. That's a great explanation, and that's so nice the way it kind of bridged the gap at school. That's terrific, because I know a lot of kids sometimes if they have a disability, they sometimes get left out of sports at school or gym class. They're sort of excused, right?
Yeah, well, what's nice about this program is that it just gives Danny the skill set, and it gives it to him in a very social situation. And I always think that Danny and Bernstein and Vinny, they're just brilliant educators, and they know how to take one skill and break it into small pieces, give tons of positive reinforcement. They just make it very enjoyable, and before the child even knows it, they have all the skills that they need to participate in that sport. And then as my Danny aged, he became more of the team, and where he is going each Sunday to participate in team sports with a volunteer. So he's playing full court basketball. He's playing full field soccer. And my son actually feels like he's on a team. That's so the one thing in our community that he's missing is that he's never really been able to play in a local team sport. And now he has a uniform, he has peers, he has a team. So he's really very excited about this, and we're very excited.
Good. So for folks that don't know, on Sunday we have two things kind of going on. We have the regular classes for sort of younger kids, and then at 10 o'clock in the morning, it's strictly team play with older kids, and we even have young adults there. One of our participants, Kyle, is 21 now, I think, and he's...
That's my Danny's goal, is that one day he will work there. So his goal is the red shirt, is the volunteer.
Yeah.
And he'll tell me that every day. Last year he told me he wanted to retire from backyard sports so that he can start working as a red shirt. So he's got vision, so good for him.
He does, good, and a great mom to help him out with that. So you mentioned the social aspect, and I want you to talk a little bit about that because we just started this community social for the teens that are involved in our Sunday 10 a.m. class, and it's sort of like another way to create a connection and a community, and maybe someday we may even expand that out. But I just want you to talk a little bit about the experience so far. We've only done two, and we're going to be doing our third on the 5th of April. So tell us what you think about it so far.
I am absolutely use that noise. It's teacher time just for dismissing. I'm in awe of it, really. I think what is so beautiful about it is that it's a natural progression. So now we have this skills that backyard sport taught, and then as the children get older, we put it in a context of a team, and any team sport has a social dynamic. So now that they're learning this, give and take with peers and playing in a sport and supporting each other through a sport, now we're moving on to then how can we be social outside. And I have two other children. They're older than Danny, and that's where they made their friends, was through team sports. So for Danny Bernstein and Vinny in Backyard Sports Cares now to offer this opportunity to have social engagement with the people from their team, it really is just a natural fit. So my Danny's been involved. He went to his first Westchester Knicks basketball game. He went to the car experience, which he was a little nervous about.
Mercedes, the White Plains, yeah.
Yeah, he went to that car experience, and our calendar is marked for him to go to bowling. And what's nice is, in our kitchen is a typical family calendar, right? Who's going where, when, who has spring break when, and what activities. And my Danny, the only thing that was really on that was backyard sports. For the Sundays, and he'd mark it off and what day was his break and what day he could come. And now he's got social events on there. So
that's good.
Yeah, it's just a really nice, natural fit to now take these people that he's been playing with for a while, whether they're volunteers or whether they're athletes, and move it into a social dynamic.
Yeah. So if this program hadn't sort of been expanded a bit to include this social aspect, is there anything else in Westchester that a team like Danny could participate in
It's definitely challenging. I mean, although the school districts on their own really try, my Danny will articulate to me that he has no friends in school because he's working too hard. So he says that, it's a hard day for him to manage his schoolwork and getting through the noisy hallways and the activities he has to do and the homework. So he's like, Mom, when I'm in school, I'm just a student. So now that he has this opportunity, he has that things go at a slower pace. The staff has been trained how to talk to him, how to hold him accountable for answering a conversation, how to gently give him like a nonverbal to redirect him and wait for his response. So it really is a modified social experience, but in a really, really natural, fun way. And it just allows Danny to have a social life where he didn't have one before. For the things that are out in the community, there's been, there's things that pop up every once in a while, but it doesn't have the roots that this one has, where he's seeing these athletes and these volunteers every week.
Yeah,
when he sees
it's comfortable. It's home.
He gets comfortable, exactly. He has a volunteer that's worked with him for years. We even bought him a Christmas present the other year.
Already?
Yeah, like 2 years ago, we came in and brought him a Nerf football, and I was like, Jake, you didn't have to do that. And he's like, yeah, I really look forward to working with Danny every year. So they think about each other. My son talks about them as volunteers.
Yeah.
So it really, just going out and being social and doing things now is fantastic. And I can't always give my Dan the freedom, because of his epilepsy, I can't always give him the freedom to be social without me lingering around. And Danny Bernstein has connected me with the volunteers. I've been able to speak to them about my son's severe food allergies or epilepsy, and then I'm able to kind of hide in the corner. And my son has to figure it out, and he has a helper there instead of mom. And what 15-and-a-half-year-old boy wants his mom at bowling and a car show? And,
no, none of them do.
None of them do. I'm sorry, they don't. So I'm able to fade into the corner, and Backyard Sports steps up where I don't really want to be. Not that I don't want to be there anymore, but he needs me not to be there anymore.
Yes. Yeah.
Take more responsibility himself for being social.
Pushing him out of the nest a little bit. That's terrific. Listen, I appreciate you so much, Tricia. This has been a wonderful little experience talking to you and getting your...
anytime. I always say, if you prick me, I think I bleed Backyard Sports. Like, I would do anything. Because anyone that can work with your family as a whole and just bring joy to your life and socialization and a sense of normalcy, it really is a beautiful thing. So I'm very, very grateful.
All right. Well, listen, thank you, and I hope I catch up with you again sometime soon.
Good. And thank you so much, Lisa. Take care.
All right. Take care.